Welcome to the R&B Only show. Please note that the opinions expressed here belong solely to the hosts and guests, not to Colors Worldwide Inc., our affiliates, or sponsors. The content is provided as is for entertainment and information purposes only, without any guarantees of accuracy or completeness. Colors Worldwide Inc. is not liable for any errors or omissions, nor does mentioning products or services imply endorsement. This disclaimer is subject to change, and we encourage our audience to stay updated.
R&B Only.
Welcome back to the R&B Only show. My name is Tiara Monique. We got the main man, big boss CEO JABARI in the house today. How you feeling, JABARI?
I'm good. You know, this is we don't usually do this, but we thought we had to. So Sierra, let the people know what's going on.
It's some big news in R&B this weekend. First of all, Culture's biggest night, the BET Awards 2024, was amazing. But I felt like we needed to get on here, hop on real quick, and just talk about, Usher's Lifetime Achievement Award and that entire tribute. It was star-studded.
Star-studded.
90% women, first of all. So shout out to us. And it was just amazing. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it real quick, see how you felt, and
yeah, we have to talk. We have to talk about this as R&B Only. You know, this is to be very honest. I think from the top, this is probably one of the biggest things to happen in R&B this year, if not the biggest.
For sure.
I don't know.
Besides Super Bowl.
Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, him performing at the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's probably Besides that, but that's now Usher's now 2 for 2 of R&B moments, like the biggest R&B moments of 2024. This is definitely going down in like those year-end lists, of like the biggest stuff that happened. Like Usher's up there, and I'm not even talking about R&B. Oh, it's just in general. This is like here's how I know this was just uploaded. Okay, so BET uploaded the performance on YouTube 16 hours ago. Already damn near 1 million views. It's at 930-some thousand views on YouTube. So let's dive right in. So I mean, just okay. Overall, just what are your overall thoughts on let's talk performance first, the tribute performance. Like just overall, how would you describe your feelings toward it?
I thought it was amazing. I was me and Jovy talked about who we thought would do the tribute at the BET Awards, because I know over time in the last few years, like they might have 1, 2, or 3 artists, but Usher had literally a new artist for every single song. So I was just excited to see, because I had no idea who the tribute performers were going to be. So watching it, it was just great. I was like, when it came on, I'm like, this isn't an Usher song. But then I heard the words. I'm like, oh, it's You Don't Have to Call. Yeah. And it was Childish Gambino. And that's somebody that I would have never even guessed to do an Usher tribute, especially not in that way. I had no idea. I'm thinking about people, male R&B singers that can also dance. That's what I was thinking in my head,
Fun fact, a lot of people don't know this because this was on a mixtape. I'm a huge Gambino fan, but, the Stone Mountain and Kawhi mixtape that he dropped, I don't even know how many years ago, but there's like a little interlude where he does that on this mixtape.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So for those that don't know, please go and check this out. It's on the Stone Mountain version, or because this mixtape, it was like a 2-part mixtape, and it was like Stone Mountain and Kawhi, and I think Kawhi was later dropped as like an actual released like project. But this is like mixtape days. Like this is like SoundCloud type, you know what I mean? Like this is like you only can find this on YouTube.
2010s.
Yeah. So but he dropped, and I used to bang this. Like I used to just like really have that little, because he covers You Don't Have to Call, and then it goes into this like rap sort of like spoken word poetry thing. You gotta listen to the song. It's incredible. But so to hear him do that, because it was, and so for me, overall, this was just the one word that I would sum up this tribute performance would be like surprising, because I was just surprised. Like I obviously everybody was wondering who Usher was gonna have tribute him, right? And when you see people that are at the awards, I see my man Vito there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Eric Bellinger's there.
Yeah, Eric Bellinger's there. I'm like, okay, Vito's on the carpet. Like, Eric Bellinger's on the carpet. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's about to happen. And to see Donald Glover first was amazing, but then to see all of the women, I thought that like somebody's gonna come out that's like, maybe unexpected or like, but a male, right? Like I'm
Yeah,
thinking like there's gonna be a male
yeah.
vocalist coming out soon. Lucky Day's gonna pop
No,
up.
Childish Gambino
Chris,
was
yeah,
Donald
is like
Glover slash Childish Gambino was the only
he's
first
the only
male
one,
artist to come out for the whole Usher. Yeah. And
and
I
and
actually thought that was really interesting too, especially to see Kiki Palmer because I'm like, I know that she's like
Kiki Palmer was
promoting this
first.
girl group.
Yep.
Yeah, she was the first woman to come out. She's promoting this girl group, and I think the single drops like maybe in the next few weeks. I want to say July like 20
Yeah.
something. I saw on her Instagram, but it was just I just like that Kiki is on a stage now of music level performance. We're no longer thinking of as her as just an actress. Like I'm happy that they put her on this stage and gave her a platform. Like, oh, Kiki can sing too.
She
But the
could.
other
She
cool
she
part
she
about
she
it,
was going off dancing too.
yeah, she's a performer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Palmer is a performer, all out Kiki. So shout out to you. But another part that I like was I like that they used the viral moments of his career through before viral was a thing because
Yeah.
when like the reference to Kiki Palmer taking her clothes off, Usher used to do that in
Yep. Yep.
concert. Like that was what he would do, and then the fireworks would
Or
go off. So it was like
somebody swinging the
viral
U
moments.
chain. Tiana Taylor
The
swinging
U
the U
chain,
chain and
even
catching it.
Tiana Taylor and Victoria Monet. That's a
Yeah.
famous, like a famous scene from I don't know the name of the tour, but this tour came on HBO. I remember watching it when I was younger. And when Bad Girl comes up, Beyonce comes out the back, and we're like, "Oh,
Mm,
Beyonce's here!" So it was like a perfect like tribute to like some of his biggest moments in his career. So I was just happy to see Kiki up there. But yeah, after Kiki, another viral moment was Coco Jones doing "There Goes My Baby," and she did it the way Usher does it at his
at his
residency, and it was
residency.
beautiful to
Yeah.
see her come out the yeah, it was beautiful to see her come out the back and how she had all these men and the women captivated by that outfit and that voice, and then she got over to Usher and went right to his wife. I love that. And then
Yeah.
when
I believe she
Coco
went
wanted
to
to
she went to
perform at Usher,
Tyrese. Tyrese was like,
he
nah.
went to Tyrese, but Tyrese is like, it looked like I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but then he like moved towards Usher and moved past him and went to his wife first, and he looked like thought it was about me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
after
That
when it
was
was
that
time
was
to
that was real
dance on
cute.
Usher, he like yeah, he looked at his wife for permission when it was his turn. But it was just funny because I'm like, not you trying to get permission when you was happily ruining all these other families.
Oh
Not
man.
ruining though, but
Yeah, but I
not
mean, yeah,
ruining.
he
But I'm
caused the whole
saying
situation with
he
Kiki.
wasn't. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't asking them for permission, so it was just funny to see like him look at his wife like, "Am I good, babe?" Like, so it was
Yeah.
that was a really cute moment for me. I think that was my favorite moment of the entire night was the Coco Jones part.
Okay, so that if we just go in order, that leads into Summer Walker with Good Good. Okay,
Good,
and
good. Yep.
I want to take a moment to discuss because I went to Twitter. I looked at even our page. We posted some images from the tribute, and the reviews are mixed. Me and you are both saying that we loved it and we thought it was incredible to see
Yeah,
all these women.
yeah.
Like I saw
It's
one
nice.
person leave a comment like this, and I couldn't agree more. It was like Usher has made a career making music for women,
Mm-hmm.
so it was incredible to
Mm-hmm.
see women tributing him,
Perform for him and
performing for
treat
him. It's
him.
like
Yeah,
that's so
for
dope, and
sure.
it's like I know it's
Yeah,
not what people thought it was going to be, but kudos to BET
yeah,
for stepping outside the box and surprising people and doing something that's going to get people talking. You know what I mean? And bigging up
yep,
women. Like this is how much have like we've been trying to champion that over here with like only having women DJs. It's like because
right.
I want women to see themselves on, I want them to see themselves represented in a way that they are
Right.
not represented often. So it's like
Yeah.
that's the
And
goal.
it
When we
felt
do
good
it
to see
R&B
that.
only, but that's
Yeah.
like that happening on a massive
Yeah.
stage like that is like
Yeah.
it's so dope. Like, and these things are like people go back to these tributes and performances years down the line. It's like how many young women are able to look at this and be like, wow, that's incredible. That's
Exactly.
inspirational.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
just, man,
Exactly.
hats off to BET for making that decision. And it's like the people that are hating on it, there's a lot of people hating on it. Like a
A
lot of
lot.
people
A
and
lot.
and I'm like, how can you now why do you what do you think people are like hating on it for?
The biggest thing I saw in the comments and my opinion as well is that they didn't necessarily get vocalists. However, they got vocal performers, like people who
Yeah.
can perform and still give you a good vocal show. Now, it might not be the best vocals you ever heard, but the
Yeah.
performance overall is going to be a 10. And that was the biggest thing I saw in the comments. Another thing that I saw was like fans didn't really like them changing their lyrics. Like I know, speaking of, if we're going to go in chronological order, after Summer Walker, Tinashe did Nice and Slow. Now there's a part in there where, well, we all know, tell me, do you want to get freaky? Now I think she said, are you going to match my freak instead?
Yeah,
Which
she's
makes sense
like,
because of the nasty song it's
because of
on.
her record.
But during a tribute, yeah, but during a tribute, I want to hear the song the way that it's performed originally. So it was kind of a toss up, but I get what people were saying about that.
Do you think that like when people are doing stuff like that in a tribute and it's like they're, you know, trying to use it as a moment to, you know, like
Right.
promote their own stuff.
Basically marketing and promoting.
Yeah, market.
Right.
Do you think that just is that not tasteful? You know what I mean? Like, cause that's to me what it feels like. It's like I understand doing it, but it's like you said, this is a tribute, and
yeah. If it wasn't a tribute, I wouldn't think that. But because it's a tribute, like
if you're doing a cover of this record, on your own tour, different. And you do it,
that's different.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
but
it's not your show. You came out here specifically for Usher to pay homage to his career that he's had over, the last 24 years. So I don't know. That was a little.
Latto did it too.
Latto did it, but she did it in a way where she it kind of made sense because first of all, she's rapping Ludacris's verse. And
she more so talked like
big double D's.
Yeah, she more so spoke from a woman's perspective versus like putting her own lyrics in them. Yeah.
And promoting her album. Like it's a difference between like changing the lyrics so that we can resonate with them and promoting your album. Like, is somebody gonna match my freak during the biggest part of Nice and Slow? Come on.
This generation is shameless.
Shameless. Yeah, it's like nah, like it's somebody, and it's like okay, I get it. Like it was cute, but I'm like, nah, girl, you should have left it in there. But then I also the next part. Okay, so this is the only part I did not like about the tribute.
Okay.
Marsha Ambrosius came out and she started with Confessions, but went into Superstar. Why didn't we get a full Confessions? Like
a full Confessions. Yeah.
Yeah. We got like a snippet and then into Superstar. We should have got somebody to do Confessions and somebody to do Superstar, or both of them do the same song. You know what I mean?
How did you do you think that Marsha Ambrosius was a good pick for that? Because I mean I do feel like she hit the
She hit it, but ain't nobody gonna do it like Usher. So it's
like, yeah. I just wonder who else could have done that. Like, could anybody else on that stage could have done that run?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that it was a bad pick. I'm just mad about like the musical direction of it. Like, why did we hear and why did we hear 10 seconds of it and then into Superstar?
Yeah.
But
okay.
In the last 5 years, I will say Superstar is a bigger song than Confessions. But moving on, I thought that was
Chloe Bailey, good kisser.
Chloe and Coco was my favorite part of the entire.
Chloe ate that for sure.
Yeah,
and I thought that was such a good record because it's not necessarily one of his biggest records. That, you know what I mean? It's not, when you think Usher, that's not the go-to Good Kisser, right? Like, Good Kisser. But Chloe specifically doing that song, I thought that was like one of the perfect matches.
And that's one of his songs where it's like, I'm gonna perform it, but you also gonna get these vocals too. And I think that's
yeah. And you get, it's like she can move to that. It's a sensual song, and obviously we all know she is literally a sensual performer.
Right.
That's how she performs. It's just like embodies sex drive. You know what I mean? Like,
sex appeal.
Sex appeal. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, and she does a great job embodying that. But so does Tiana Taylor and Victoria Monet. I was happy to see, like I said, like some of the most viral moments of Usher's catalog and his live performance.
Yeah.
Virality. That was a big one because that was a big moment for me. I remember watching it, like I said, on HBO because my parents weren't taking me to see Usher when I was younger. So when it finally came out, nobody knew. Like, this is before social media, so nobody knew that Beyonce was popping out unless you were at that show. And I want to say it was Puerto Rico. So we didn't have the same type of news outlets that we had in Puerto Rico. So I had no idea. So watching it again at the BET Awards, it made me like, have a memory of, oh, I remember when I first saw that, and it looked exactly like that. Like the outfit, the do rag, down to what Victoria Monet was wearing, it was like chef's kiss, and she didn't even have to touch the mic. I thought that was great.
What I loved, what I loved about that. Speaking of like shamelessly promoting, earlier in the show, I believe, like Victoria, because the marketer in me is like, all right, like I'm watching this from a marketing standpoint. Victoria Monet, when she accepted her award, and I believe this was earlier in the show, whether it was earlier or later, who cares? But she said, as she's accepting like I believe it was video of the year. I think it was on my what she won for On My Mama, right? And she brings the
Right,
choreographer up. What's my man's
Sean
name?
Bankhead.
Sean
Sean
Bankhead.
Bankhead.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Uh, which was already like incredible, and you guys have talked about how like it's just dope how she like shines a light on
Yeah.
her team and people that are helping her out,
Mhm.
especially when these videos are so like choreo driven.
Right.
What was amazing was that she literally put a call to action out and was like, hey, all the women, she was like, we should be working together. We should be like, and she said, whoever wants to work together, like, and create that next viral hit, like, and something
Yeah.
that breaks the internet, hit me up.
Mhm.
In the marketing world, we would call that lead generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just like, hey, the DMs are open. Hey, all you girls in the audience, if you want to hit, you know what I'm saying? Come to Death
You
Row
know how
type
to
shit.
find
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, come hit me. Like,
No, but for real though,
and I was
everything
like,
that she
oh,
says, I'm like,
amazing. And then the way to connect it all, and then she showed in her performance an amazing collaboration with another woman. I'm like, yo, this
where
girl
she's
is
not even
having,
singing after
yes,
she had already performed. Like it was one thing because we didn't think we were going to see her again. She already did On My Mama and All Right, and she had 3 outfits. So to come back
yep,
again with no mic and you're just dancing, I'm like, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
come on, like,
Yeah,
she's,
show the girls how
what
it's
a,
done.
oh, yeah. She's having such a moment,
Yeah,
and I think that this is going to last long, honestly. All right. Then we finish it up with Latto, and yeah, big Latto, who's one of my
I
favorites.
think that was great.
Incredible. To me, there's nobody better to do that because
Nope,
she can rap. She just
she's very
embodied.
Atlanta.
Yeah, she's very Atlanta. She just embodied
Yeah,
that whole. Oh man, she crushed it. I thought that was such an amazing way to end it. All right, we got to talk about
yeah, I loved it.
who wasn't there. Now obviously, there's everybody's talking about the men's side. Who
Right,
could have done justice on the women's side that was not there? Like,
Sierra,
that's
and
the
she's on tour right now.
no-brainer. Okay,
She's on
I'm
tour. The
like,
only reason, yeah, I'm like Sierra.
okay,
And see when I saw Tinashe, I'm like, who is that? And I was like,
I like
oh, that's
what because
Tinashe.
Tanasha had the A hat on, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like that could have been a Sierra moment. Not saying that Tinashe didn't do great, but I
No,
felt like
Tanasha
that could
didn't
have
have
been.
an A hat on. She didn't have an A hat on.
Who
Sorry,
was it?
Kiki Palmer had the A hat on.
Yeah, that's when she did when
Yeah,
she
yeah,
took the
yeah.
clothes off. Yeah,
But
Tinashe
yeah,
was laying on the floor when it started when they did Nice and Slow,
okay, yeah,
and they like circled it
yeah,
around.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. That's right.
I think that could have been Sierra, or any of those songs could have been Sierra, just as like performance wise, or maybe like having Sierra and Latto do Yeah. I think that would have been like, wow, chef's kiss.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know
That's the only person
who
I could think of there. I'm like, why wasn't she there? But tour.
I really felt like, and again, I don't know who or what song it would have been, but I would have loved to see Ari Lennox on that stage. Like, and I don't
Ari
know,
Lennox could have did Nice and Slow. Now that we talking about it, she could sing that
yeah,
because that's not a song where you have to like go full out dancing.
yeah. I just think that, like, man,
Or There Goes My Baby. Honestly,
she could have done that too. Yeah, I just
mm,
feel like Ari, man, she she
Ari could
she
have been up
don't
there
Ari does not. She's not in the conversation as much as she
enough.
needs to be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
why is
When
that?
it comes to like contemporary uh female R&B,
Yeah.
and she is a killer performance wise, vocally. You know what I mean? She really gives it up on
Yeah,
that
that
stage.
part.
I just really
Ari.
would have wanted to see her on that stage too. Um,
I could even think about. I was even thinking like a Kaylani. If you're gonna have
Yeah,
Tanashi
yeah,
up there,
yeah,
because Kaylani can perform and she can dance and sing too. So I think those would have been like
yeah,
good. But with what they did though, I will say this was a great show overall. Like I don't really have that
yeah,
many notes. Usually when I'm done with BET, I'll be like, oh, they could have did this, they could have did that. But they did a great job this year overall, the entire performance. But I feel like the lifetime achievement tribute is always the biggest part because that performance is about 25 minutes.
yep,
So it's like that, and they did great in my opinion. I don't know why people are so mad that it's women. I get that they wanted to see male vocalists, like they were saying, like Lucky Day and like you say, Eric Bellinger and Vito. But
yeah.
with everything that Usher has done for women, I feel like it was a great tribute and just
And
great overall. He looked satisfied at the end. He looked
oh yeah,
happy.
he
He looked
was loving
amazing.
it.
Like
He was loving it. And
yeah,
I really think that overall award shows in this day and age, 2024, you've
yeah,
got to do like this is when you have everybody watching and everybody
right,
commenting and everybody like award shows are one of the last appointment viewing items that we have, like that everybody like
right.
watches together and
Besides
we all can
besides
participate in it
sports,
together. Live
right?
sports and award shows, and that's
Yeah,
really it. You know what I mean? Like so
political
for
debates.
yeah, political debates also. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Speak. I'm still trying to find out what a black job is.
I guess this is it. We working on
Yeah,
getting that
this
one
is
out.
this is it right here. So you know, but like I think that it's like what BET was able to do with uh getting people to talk about something, they've already won. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they've already won and they've already kept the because award shows overall are dying. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
for sure. Hmm.
and BT is like held on to the lifeline, and the fact that they gave the award to him, you know, and then the fact that they produced, and I believe it's Jesse Collins who, shout out to him, man, who's the producer
Producing
of the BET Awards, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, they just like they're able to still like be a topic of discussion in 2024 and have
yeah.
you know the and that's what they call it, culture's biggest night. And I definitely feel like they met the mark on that.
They
Anything
did good
else?
this year, for sure.
Anything else that happened? Just you know, as we close this up, like on an R&B level from the awards, um, aside from
R&B
Usher.
wise, besides, I mean, Victoria Monet did great. That was like her debut BT Awards performance. So I think
Yep.
I think that was great for her to do On My Mind.
Tyler had a good
And
performance too.
yeah, she did. She did. I even liked. I know it's not R&B, but I really liked the way that they opened the show with Taraji B Henson redoing the "They Not Like Us" for
Amazing.
her for
Amazing.
her
She was out of
her
breath the
acting.
whole time
She
after.
was, but she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't miss not one word afterwards. I was like,
Nah.
that's a great host for you." But
Shout
I just
out
think
Howard
overall they did.
University.
Hate you,
You know.
but I feel like they just did a good job overall, and it was just good. Even the pre-show, I think what was that? Lil Mo did Superwoman. I'm like, wow, they did a
Yo.
good job with the R&B this year.
Yeah. And shout out to Jay Murphy who DJ'd the pre-show.
Shout out Jay Murphy,
Our
HU.
guy. Yep. HU all day. Yeah. The pre-show. Um, Lil Mo did her thing. Had a completely different outfit.
Yeah,
Than she wore on the carpet because a lot of people were talking about Lil Mo's carpet outfit, which I'm not going to discuss right here, but you can go and check that out. Um, but yeah, just overall, man, I love, you know, I've been to the BET Awards once and it's just like such a fun night. It's like you just run into so many people. Everybody's like,
Coach's biggest night, really.
yeah, everybody's just like, it's just a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
black excellence.
I enjoyed being at the
Some
Awards.
people gotta like. This is what I say, yo. Some of y'all really just j- just dress up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like my man
Well,
Mustard came in there with a hoodie on, like bro.
front row too.
You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man.
Yeah,
Just like because this is what I'll say too. everybody puts it on at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody will step out in their finest of threads.
Right. So why are you
But
not doing that for your own people?
come on, do it on this side too. You know what I'm saying?
Sunday's
Like
best. Yeah.
that's all I would like to see more of. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, overall, this was a great BET Awards, and yeah, like let's see what other we'll do some of these you know I guess urgent
Quick take content.
quick shows, yeah, when big stuff happens in R&B. Is there anything coming up that is like we could even expect that I don't know, it's like a big moment in
You know what?
R&B?
I mean, besides Usher going on tour, when does his tour start? I'm thinking
His
about all
tour
the
starts in
Grammys this
August.
year.
Yeah, his tour
Yeah,
starts in
I'm like, this
August.
man's not even done. Like, we're still
Yeah.
on Usher. But other big R&B news coming out. I mean, Lucky Day's album dropped. I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that
Okay.
last
Yeah,
week. But besides that, not really big R&B news. Not much this week.
man, Usher still got the crown, man. I think
Usher's the king of R&B
he's the
right
king.
now.
He's still the king.
I've been
He's
saying this
goated.
for a minute. So yeah,
Yep. All right.
I
Well,
just need one more album and I'll be straight.
yeah, but it's like you gotta do the like, man, just do it right. You know what I mean? Don't try to
Yeah,
chase
that's what I'm saying.
this
I need
sound.
one more.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Like
forget
just
about everything you've ever put out
yeah, and go back
and
to the
just
drawing
go
board.
in.
Go back to the people that was on stage with you, the people that you brought up. Put them all in the
Right.
room.
Yeah, that's who we
Jimmy
want to
Jam,
sound like
Terry
right now.
Lewis, JD,
20 songs.
Brian
Yeah.
Michael Cox, like
Jonte Austin,
Jonte
like you said,
Austin.
Jermaine Dupri, everybody. Get the
Like
whole team.
get that crew and lock
Yeah.
in the A.
Babyface, get them
Yep.
all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Babyface, LA Reid. Just get that crew and do it one more time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
it.
I think, and I thought that was cool that they kept mentioning, or LA especially and Face, they kept saying like, "Yo, like this guy's still doing it. Like we're giving him a lifetime
After all this
achievement, but
time.
he don't look like he's slowing down." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because most
And
people that get Lifetime Achievement Awards are not like
they're
on the
not
run that
active.
Usher's on right now. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
active. They're not touring. They're not doing the Super Bowl. Like, so
Yeah.
he's having a great run. Shout out to Usher Raymond. Usher, baby.
For sure. For sure. All right. Well,
Mhm.
this is a special edition of the R&B Only show.
R&B
We'll
only.
be back soon. All right. I'm
Yes,
Jabari.
sir. Tiara, Monique, West West.
Peace.
R&B only.